Yeah, good morning. I'm quite pleased to present to you today with regards to our savings pot withdrawals and the development that we have done in order to cater for these withdrawals as well. So a lot of work has gone in over the last year, I can say, because we've been waiting for this piece of legislation to be promulgated, and we are finally there. So what I've prepared for you today is a demonstration on how we are going to deal with the influx of savings withdrawals. So we anticipate quite a big influx on savings withdrawals, and we want to automate this as much as possible. And so therefore, as Wana mentioned a little bit earlier on, the help that we need from you in terms of providing member information. Our automated processes, so our online processes, require this information. And the reason why we need this from a trusted source, which is you as the client, through your contribution schedules, is to guard our members and to keep our members safe, your members safe, in terms of claiming from their savings pot. As Rizwana mentioned, we are moving into a new age where claims are now going to be received directly from members. Before, it was a lot safer because as it currently stands, when claims are submitted, we receive them from an employer. They are signed off by an authorized signatory. There's a company stamp on it, but now everything changes. And so therefore, the source from where we receive personal information from for the members needs to come from the employer. We cannot simply just get the information from a member going forward when they want to make a savings pot withdrawal. But I'm going to take you through our WhatsApp application, and then after this, I'm going to take you through our NMG member portal. So members would be able to submit their claims savings pot withdrawals through the member portal, and a lot of members are using the member portal, so that will be available. Communication is going to go out on how to do this as well in the coming weeks. So members are aware. We've got a team ready to assist members as well with their savings pot withdrawals, but this is what I'm going to demonstrate to you right now. So our WhatsApp application, NMG WhatsApp application, we've been using this for quite a number of years at NMG. It is a tool that members can use, our clients, as well as anyone on the street. With regards to scanning in a QR code, it's as easy as that. Scan in the QR code, which we will provide as well, closer to the time. And adding it adding the WhatsApp application as a contact on your phone. But it's a trusted business account that we've been using to educate members with regards to retirement, their retirement fund, financial issues, medical aid, and so forth. And we've piggybacked onto that with regard to the two-pot system as well. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to go right into doing a demonstration on what a member, and you are also a member of a fund, what you can experience through the WhatsApp application. As you can see, I've opened this up now. It is a test environment, so it's not live yet. So I'll take you through that process. So you add the contact as the number as a contact on your phone, as I said, or you scan in the QR code and just click on WhatsApp, and it will open up to NMG Benefits, and it will say, hello, this is NMG Benefits. So all you have to do is just say hi. And you can see it says, hello, welcome, you're chatting with NMG Benefits. And then it comes up with a little bit of a menu to assist you. So you can choose from the menu options. You can choose to log into your retirement fund. You can learn about the two-pot system. So there's a whole learning course on WhatsApp to train you or to learn about the two-pot system. You can speak to someone about personal finance. As I mentioned before, we've been using this application for quite some time, medical aid, or anything else, which will put you through to a member counselor, get you in touch with a member counselor. But for this demo, I'm going to say I want to log into my retirement fund. So please, great, I can help you understand and interact with your fund. On WhatsApp, I will keep your information secure and only share relevant answers with your retirement benefit provider. And then there's the privacy policy as well. And then let's log you in. So it's going to ask you a few questions now. So it asks you what a member would need is their ID number, their tax number, as well as their employee number. They would need to have that handy. And without that information, you won't get access to your retirement fund. And the WhatsApp application directly connects to our admin system. So if, for instance, like Rizwana mentioned earlier, we don't have ID numbers for members. So it's not been received on the contribution schedule. We have not updated it into the system. If I'm a member and I type in my ID number in the WhatsApp application, it will not verify and I will not get access. And so it goes with the tax number and employee number as well. So those are the 3 verifications right up front that is done to allow you access. So I'm just going to say, yes, I do have a South African ID number. It will then ask me to type in my ID number. It is now that it connects to our system and it says it can take a few minutes. We just want to see if we can find you on the system. And if we don't have the correct info, then the WhatsApp will come back and say it cannot find you. And it will then give you information to contact NMG. So I just want to add on to this where a member cannot be verified. And we can see here that it's now found me, but where a member cannot be verified, the WhatsApp application will tell the member to contact NMG. Our internal process in terms of savings pot withdrawals is not to update a member's details directly from the member that the member provides onto our system. So we will be fielding these members back to you as the client. So we will be telling the member that unfortunately we cannot update their details onto our system. They need to go to the HR person or payroll officer to update their information. The payroll officer can then provide NMG. So we will provide you with a 2-part email address, can provide that information to NMG. And then once we receive the information from the authorized person, we will update into Everest and contact the member back and tell the member he can now go and access WhatsApp again. But it goes without saying, we cannot update information received directly from the member. And this is to protect the members so that not anyone can just go in and try to claim your money on your fund. So therefore, we've got very strict policy with regards to these member-initiated claims. Okay, but then to carry on, it now asks me for my tax number. So the same as what I explained before. Type in your tax number, it's going to go and verify to the system. It just says there, I didn't get that. Can you try again? Make sure you type in the answer carefully. So it gives you one try. I did do something wrong. I'll say again, I have both numbers, and now it's going to tell me again to type in my tax number. And now it says, great, it matches our system. And what is your employee number? So I'll type in my employee number, and we match back to our system again to see that it matches the system. So then you can go ahead. So now WhatsApp will tell you it's official. This chat can be verified. Let's look into your fund details. So you can now select which fund you would like to look at. So it will find all your records on our admin system, and it's going to give you the fund details. In this demonstration, we've got a pension and provident fund. I'm going to go into the Provident Fund here because I want to also just show you an additional service that we've provided for members on Provident Funds that were older than 55 at March 2021. So the system will identify that. It will check as well if you are opted into the two-pot system. So members that were 55 at 1 March 2021 that joined the fund prior to 1 March 2021, these members would not be opted into the two-pot system. So they would have to opt into the two-pot system. So our WhatsApp application will allow for that as well. So it tells a member a little bit about that you need to opt into the two-pot system. You're opted out. You now have an opportunity to opt in. And you can opt in at any time. But once you've made an election, you can't opt out again. Are you ready to make the decision? So you can either say, yes, you're ready, or no, you need more information. So option B is then going to provide the member with a bit more information about what it means to opt into the two-pot system. It will also direct them to a benefit counselor if they need to speak to someone in person before they make this option. But let's say, yes, I want to opt in. Okay. What will you do? Opt into the two-pot system, continue to opt out, or go back to choose another fund? I'm going to say, no, I want to opt in. I'll choose A. It will then say, thanks, I've captured your decision in our system. And your Provident Fund, here is a menu of options to be able to interact more with your fund. So what happens now is it updates into our admin system your opt-in date. So once that happens, the system is then going to seed your benefit. So what it will do is it will do the calculation of your fund credit. It is going to seed 10% to a maximum of 30,000 into your savings pot, and it's going to create a retirement pot as well. And then your vested pot. Your money is then going to be ring-fenced. So let's say I've opted in now. I would like to make a savings pot withdrawal. So I'll choose option D from the list that I can choose from. And it says, great, let me walk you through your savings withdrawal benefit request. There are 8 steps to this process. So now it's going to ask you for the information that you need to update in order to process this savings pot withdrawal. So it first needs to go and see, do you qualify for a withdrawal at this stage? And this is where the interaction with our admin system happens. So in this case, it found that I have 25,000 Rand in my savings pot. And then it will ask me, am I ready to decide on how much I want to withdraw? So I'll say, yes, okay, I'm ready. And how much do I want to withdraw? So I'm going to say 10,000. The validations have been built in, say that you cannot draw more than 25,000, so more than what is available in your pot, but also you can't draw less than 2,000 Rand if you've got a balance less than 2,000. And it will also do a validation to see have you had a savings pot withdrawal in the same tax year as well. So all of those validations are built in, and it will advise you of this. So now it will tell me, so you want to withdraw 10,000 out of your savings pot, is that correct? I'll say yes. It will then come back and it will show me that there's a fee that's going to be deducted. I'll say yes, I want to continue. Then it is going to come back and tell me on my 10,000 Rand, I'll be charged an approximate tax that will be deducted from my benefit. So what the WhatsApp application does is it takes your salary that you currently earn or that's loaded on our system, and if it can't find one, it's going to apply a marginal tax rate to that. This is not an exact amount. This is based on the marginal tax rates, and it's usually between 18 and 45%, but it gives you an approximate figure. We've since built in more validations or more information just to tell you about what a marginal tax rate is as well, for you to make a more informed decision. But in this case, I'm going to say, yes, I do want to continue. It then asks me for my banking details. So it types in, I must type in my name. So I'm just going to say the testing. It then asks me for my type of account. I'll say it's a savings account. It will ask me for my bank account number, and I'll type in the bank account number. And then it asks me for the bank code. Remember, we'd need all of this information as well. And then once done, it will say, ask me for contact information. So where can I be contacted on? I'll type in my cell phone number and then my email address as well. And then I am done. So it will just do a final check on step 8. Are you sure you want to go ahead? And you'll say yes. And this information will now be recorded onto our admin system. So, and it will bring me back to the main menu, and I can then go and ask, you know, search more options that I want to check out. But I think for the WhatsApp application, you could see that the member updated their banking details in terms of the savings pot withdrawal that they want the account to be paid into. In the claims process, the validations that we've got, when these member details are updated into our system, it is going to validate. So it will do a validation based on the member's ID number, according to the SARS algorithm. Then what it does is it sends the banking details through to BankServe. It's an automated process. It's how we currently work at NMG. It sends an electronic submission through to BankServe to verify those bank accounts. And it matches ID number and various other validations that are done to make sure that this is the correct bank account, that it belongs to the member. And also one of the verifications that it does is to see that the bank account has been open for more than 3 months. If a bank account hasn't been open for more than 3 months, it's going to fail the validation. And then a case manager, so an administrator at NMG, would have to contact you to verify your bank account. So we're going to ask you for a letter from the bank stipulating that this account was opened on such and such a date. We're going to ask for certified copies of ID. We're going to get all of that information before we will continue, and then we'll send back to BankServe to validate again. And only once it's validated do we continue with the a savings pot withdrawal. On our system, if a bank account does not verify, we cannot process any payments. Our system will generate a 0 payment instruction. Nothing can be processed through. So that is already operating, and it's a trusted service that we use via Hyphen. I think the second validation that will come in is with the SARS application. So when the tax goes through to SARS, your tax number is validated, your ID number is validated, your personal details are also validated. And then once we receive all of that back in correctly, then only will that claim be processed. Another thing to mention with regards to savings pot withdrawals, I didn't demo this now. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. But if you can have a look here, you will see your withdrawal request has been submitted. You'll be contacted by a case manager within 1 week. They will ask additional documentation regarding your housing loan before deciding whether your withdrawal can be processed. So in this demonstration, we flagged the member record. So with a housing loan, and that could be for a Section 37D in terms of misconduct, or it could be for divorce order or maintenance order. The system will be flagged, and therefore it will advise the member that someone will contact them, because we first need to go and check to see, can we pay this out? So in terms of a housing loan, just quickly, we will phone the bank. We're going to ask for your outstanding balance. We're going to check that across all 3 your pots, savings, retirement, and vested pot. that there's enough money if you take your withdrawal to pay that indebtedness. And then only will we continue with the claim process. So therefore, it's very important that we are notified of any flaggings that need to be applied. Housing loans, we're okay with. We get the book from the bank, and we do have our recons on a monthly basis. So we flag member records on a monthly basis. Misconduct, we rely on you to provide that. Divorce orders, as soon as you know, let us know. The spouses are quite good, so are the attorneys, to let us know about the divorce orders. And then just a note in terms of divorce orders, if there is a summons that's been issued, then we will not continue with the savings pot withdrawal. So we will advise the member that if there's a pending divorce, it must be finalized before a savings pot withdrawal can be taken. Okay, and I think there might be many questions, but we will look at those after the session. I'm then